Hey, what's up? It's Wednesday, June 21st, I think. Yeah, it's Wednesday, June 21st. I'm heading downtown to check out a multifamily unit that's pretty much one of its kind. There's nothing else available on the market like this. It's 675 grand. 8 units are supposed to be allegedly tenanted. Hopefully it's not a complete dump. So that would be a great deal to pick up and get finalized. Got a meeting a little bit later on with a mortgage broker who can help us out with foreign financing. Foreign national loans are always in demand. A lot of buyers are coming back from the UK, Canada, and things like that. Even though the pound's down, they're still buying, which is cool. We got to start it off with taking the monster right behind me to daycare. So, Bentley, he's just saying bye also. Let's get the day rolling. So if you're not familiar with downtown Orlando, Paramore area, which what we're in right now, pretty much has the worst rap of all of Orlando. It has its ups and downs. It has bad areas, it has really bad areas, and it has decent areas. But where multifamily units are in Orlando, they're pretty much all located here in the Paramore area. Orlando is not like the Northeast and a lot of other parts of the country where they build triple deckers, multifamily units and stuff like that. So when it comes to getting 7, 8, 10 units at the same time in one building, it's extremely rare, unless it's a specific apartment complex. But if you're looking for multi-unit families, this is where you got to go. So hopefully this one, kind of checks the boxes and we can see what we're looking at. So we just got done checking out the Jernigan Ave multifamily unit complex downtown. Like I mentioned, it is in the Paramore area, which is not exactly like Dr. Phillips or Celebration, but it is what it is. These are where people live. You would have people knocking at the door to rent these. They're 850 square foot units, which, believe it or not, is pretty spacious for this area. So obviously everybody loves the fact that there's space for everyone. All the kids can have their own bedrooms, etc., etc. Crime is what it is here. The locals all know about it. The tenants are aware of it and they deal with it. And realistically, we actually spoke with 4 different tenants and they all like living in this area, and they actually all do their best of trying to keep the area as clean as possible and deal with all of that riffraff, as they call it, when it comes. So it's either 8 multi-unit complex downtown in this area in Paramore for about $700,000, or you got to go 3 or 4 blocks up and you're going to pay $750,000 for a duplex or maybe a quadplex if you're lucky. So that's the name of the game. It's all about cash flow and investment. So the showing at the downtown multifamily went pretty good. Had a couple of interested investors who are looking for that type of product. When it comes to units like that, it's definitely for a specific type of investor. Personally, everybody always says they love multifamilies and things like that, which who wouldn't love, 8 different sources of rental income coming in from one particular property. But at the end of the day, you really need to know the market and whether or not multifamilies are ideal for that type of area. In Orlando, my personal opinion is not really, because multifamilies are in very specific parts of town. So you're either getting one in the Paramore area, or you're going to be more towards like the College Park or Thornton Park area, and a duplex or a quadplex, like I mentioned, is going to cost you $1 million, $1.5 million or so for pretty much a very similar property, but obviously the area is significantly different. So it really all comes down to it. And overall, if you look at multifamily units, the ROI isn't better than a single family necessarily. It's just that it's obviously diverse. So it really comes down to, if you had $1 million to spend, would you want 8 or 10 unit multifamily complex, or would you want 10 individual single family homes? When you look at the big picture, in my personal opinion, selling single family homes in terms of an exit strategy is going to be a lot easier. You could sell off 10 single family homes in today's market a hell of a lot easier than you would a 10 unit multifamily building. You really got to look at it from multiple aspects when it comes to these types of properties. If it's not this one, it's the next one. But fortunately, I did pick up an awesome property kind of close to downtown Orlando as well too, in the Holden Heights area, right on Street, and that one is going to be fixed and flipped in no time. I'm going to go check it out tomorrow. Basic cosmetic rehab. It's a 3-2, only 1,100 square feet, so got a pretty good rehab budget on this one. I'm going to make it look awesome. Stay tuned. That's pretty much it for today. I'm heading to some network after work event downtown Orlando at World of Beer, so should be interesting. Everybody's passing out business cards and shaking hands and all that good stuff, so let's go play politician.